Holly Williams and her team are near the front lines in eastern Ukraine, where they witnessed some heavy artillery fire this morning. Holly, good morning.
Good morning. Ukraine has accused Russia's President Vladimir Putin of trying to revive the Soviet Union. And this country's president is asking for international support now. But remember, Russian-backed separatists in those breakaway regions of Ukraine that Russia's president has now recognized as independent are already fighting a war against Ukrainian forces. And we've been to the trenches of that bloody conflict.
We travelled to the front line by truck with Ukrainian soldiers until we were ordered into this bunker.
Well, we were told to stop and come underground because apparently a local commander says it's too dangerous right now at the front line.
When we made it to the trenches, we found a quagmire. The Ukrainians say the snows melted early this year. The mud might slow an invasion down, the soldiers told us, but it won't stop it.
Normally it's shelling, heavy shelling. 24 hours by 7.
Private Valery Kashkarov told us he was a businessman before he signed up and a former exchange student in Dallas.
Why then would Vladimir Putin invade?
We don't know. We are on our own land, soldiers of this country protecting our country. I don't know what's in the head of Vladimir Putin. I apologize.
Ukraine's been fighting a war against Russian-backed separatists since 2014. And now there's been a new eruption of violence. The separatists are in the breakaway regions of Ukraine that President Putin recognized yesterday as independent republics, drawing condemnation from the US and its allies. US officials say Moscow is arming the separatists, and Ukraine says they're targeting civilian areas, including the village of Novonyativka, where they seem shell-shocked. We're on the brink of nervous breakdown, said Ekaterina Evseva, and there's nowhere to run. Back in the trenches, Sergeant Fedenyk Lubomir told us Ukraine needs protection from the air and said America should help.
The US has previously ruled out sending combat troops to Ukraine, but has sent this country nearly $3 billion in military assistance in recent years. The question now is whether what we're seeing here is the beginning of another Russian invasion of Ukraine. Anne-Marie.
Holly, you know, we often ask you what it's like in Ukraine, how people are dealing with it. But what is clear to me is that eastern Ukraine is obviously very different than, say, Kyiv. So it's sort of a two-part question. How are people feeling in eastern Ukraine versus, you know, other areas of the country?
Well, Anne-Marie, I mean, we are in a small town in eastern Ukraine right now, Luhanskoye. You might even call it a village. Things are very calm here. And look, all Ukrainians that we've run into have remained calm throughout this crisis. That said, this town is only about 12 miles from the front line. And while we've been standing here for the last 1 or 2 hours, we've been hearing near constant heavy artillery fire, not very far away. There's obviously been an escalation in violence here in recent days, and people in Ukraine are very clearly worried. Thinking about that announcement, that decree specifically by Vladimir Putin, it's obviously been condemned by the US and its allies. But Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that he may break off Ukraine's diplomatic relations with Russia. And he's also urged other countries to impose sanctions on Russia now.
You know, people are going to see what's happening over there, and it's going to feel like it's a world away from their day-to-day lives. Can you just talk about why this is important to an average American?
Right. So the US has stressed from the very beginning of this crisis that this is not simply a regional dispute between two neighbors, two former Soviet states around 5,000 miles from the US. Rather, the US has said that this is about principles that are potentially important to every single country on earth. What are those principles? Well, first of all, protecting the sovereignty of independent nations. Secondly, protecting democracy, in this case, Ukraine's young democracy. And finally, stopping President Vladimir Putin from doing what he's done before, which is invading Russia's neighbors and seizing chunks of their territory.
All right, Holly Williams, thank you very much.